All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the B Team on Jackrabbit Illustrated Facebook and YouTube, as well as the FCS Fans Nation YouTube. Thank you for joining us tonight and every day that you join us, listening to us on your podcast as well. We appreciate everybody who listens to us. As always, we are brought to you by our title sponsor, Kubota Dealers of South Dakota, with not dozens. They've got tons of locations across the state of South Dakota. There's always someone near you.
Nine.
If you listen to Scared Money Don't Make Money, you'll get that joke. But they have 9 locations in South Dakota. You're always near somewhere to get into some orange equipment today. Get yourself something to take care of your home, ranch, farmstead, whatever you may need to take care of. They've got the equipment you need to get you covered, plus service and parts, anything else you might need in between. Go to Kubota Dealers of South Dakota and get yourself into some orange equipment today. And as always, the B Team is brought to you by Culver's of Brookings and Watertown. Culver's of Brookings and Watertown. They've got the Curter Burger for a limited time. And as was brought up to us by our avid listener, number one commenter, Jim Poppin, it is National Cheese Curd Day on the 15th. That was in a Culver's commercial. So I'm sure there's going to be something going on with that. So you're probably going to want to swing through Culver's on National Cheese Curd Day. I bet you there's something special going on for that. So Culver's of Brookings, Watertown, they will get you hooked up right with some fresh burger patties, because a better brand of beef makes a butter burger better. So with that,
you know what we should do? You said number one commenter Jim Poppin. We should give out like a yearly number one commenter for Jackrabbit Illustrated. Like we got
Burger King crown and like
right,
like a T-shirt, like number one Jackrabbit Illustrated commenter.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, Jim's gonna get it every year then.
No, it's not volume.
Maybe Lowney.
It's quality. It's
right.
Yeah, it's
so we're
quality
make this
too.
as objective as we want it to be. Do we want to do it like just for the B Team show then?
I was thinking across Jackrabbit Illustrated, but
okay, sounds good.
So what'd you fellas do with your day off?
Well, I just to apologize to everybody. I had my I took the night off because I got home from the game and woof, I just got hit by a freight train. I didn't do anything all Sunday either. So sorry that there was no late night show. That's 100% my bad. We'll be back at it again this week. So I'll try to make up to you then. But beyond that, day off, I hung out and tried to recover.
I did not have a day off. I went to work like a normal person.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I worked today. Yeah.
I just thought everybody had the day off, you know.
Yeah, it must be nice.
No, that must
be
good.
Jim enjoyed his day off. I know that.
Ron, you're never gonna win number one commenter with comments like that.
That's
true.
Right.
Up your game.
Right. It's just Ben wants to be able to throw that out at people. That's why
Ron, we've upped our game, so up yours.
Exactly.
Nice
setup, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Zach, you're right. I'm gonna blame the fever.
Might want
to be honest with
read
you.
The comment.
You're right, Zach. Zach McKinnell says, Brendan, we're gonna have to address you ranking Idaho inside the top 20. You're right. You are right. In retrospect, I'm pretty embarrassed by that. Don't worry, it'll be rectified next week. I'll take the heat. It's deserved. It's fair. Wasn't really locked in on that. Yeah. Seth Meyer says, how loud was I screaming on that 862 double play? Not very. I did shout quite loud, but we got a baby sleeping, so I can't be that loud. At this point, I'm just praying that the Dodgers do something silly and pull Blake Snell so that we can maybe score a run. Other than that, yeah.
James
back
Singleton in the house.
Yeah, what's up, James? Yeah, y'all get days off, he says. I'm not a government worker, so I didn't get the Monday off.
The government's shut down, isn't it?
Right, that's true. Right. Here is, speaking of James Singleton, the Redshirt Sports Top 25 that I vote in, which is why Blue Zach McKinnell was appropriately giving me shit about putting Idaho in my top 20. That was very deserved. I will fully admit this was not my best effort this week. I was dragging through to try to get that thing done. That was not a good time.
There, we don't need number 1 on there. We all know who it is. I'll just zoom in past it.
Already? Just doing it early?
Well, I mean,
I guess we're just jumping straight into it. Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit. Why not? We're not that structured.
Sure. Well, we've got North Dakota State sitting at the top, South Dakota State number 2. Then we got Tarleton State, Montana. And then for Missouri Valley teams, we've got UND tied for 7, Southern Illinois at 10th, Illinois State at 11. And I believe that's it. So we've got 6 in the top 11 are Missouri Valley teams. But yeah, let's talk about Hobo Day. That happened.
That did happen.
Hobo Day did happen. Ron, if we're only ranking off of ranked wins, that would be a very short poll and there wouldn't be a top 25. So go cry to somebody else.
Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll mention Jim Poppin says the bus is full. Had to use a standby fan to fill in spot who withdrew. Still could be room for more. Jim's putting a bus together, or did put a bus together to go to the UND game when SDSU goes to UND. So good job, Jim. Seth Meyer says Illinois State is not a top 15 team.
Hold still.
What's that, Jed?
Sorry. Hold still.
I'm bouncing
doing this. I'm gonna be
bouncing my legs and shaking my desk. So sorry. That's my bad. That's
yeah, Seth. I don't know. I'd say the jury's still out on Illinois State, but we shall see in due time, I'm sure.
Feel free to argue with it all you want, Ron Lowney, but NDSU is number 1 until proven otherwise. They've won big. They beat everybody in front of them. Maybe they're not the best team, but I would argue they probably are. So,
I'm not going to entertain his argument through comments because he's going to do this all show. Because he's going to try to weasel it into Montana State should be number 2, and you're not. So stop it.
Well, unless we're number 1, you can't be number 2. And if we're number 1, then NDSU's number 2. So shut up.
Yeah, Zach McKinnell says
stop it.
The eye test, which is used in a poll, because it if you just went by ranked wins and strength of schedule, a computer could do it, and that's not what it is. But anyway,
I'll give Ron his flowers.
I don't have the energy tonight.
Time out.
Argue with him about this.
If he wants me to give the Bobcats the same eye test, then the Bobcats eye test looks like they're worse than Montana, and deal with that.
It's a fact.
I would agree. All right, we're moving on from Montana State. It's not a Montana State show. We're not talking about Montana State. What we are talking about is Hobo Day. The parade was good, but long. I think the consensus is that if the parade's going to be that long, it's got to start earlier, because if you want to do the parade, and by the time you get to the tailgate, not enough time to tailgate. So
I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Chad.
The weird thing is the people that are into the parade aren't necessarily into tailgating, and vice versa. So
some people like to do both.
I'm with you, but I'm just saying the people that are the parade leaders, the Hobo Day committee, they're probably not thinking about tailgating. So we'll have to work on that.
Yeah, probably not, but they should.
I don't know. The parade people are not tailgaters, like Chad said.
I disagree. I feel like there's quite a few people that go to the parade and tailgate.
Oh, there's a fair amount who do both.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, the parade's for moms and kids, so I don't care to go personally. Sorry.
I feel you. Okay.
So, Kevin says people into the parade have fall weddings. Yeah.
Those kind of people have weddings during the market.
Alex has a good point. He said, or some of us have wives and kids that are into parades, and some of us have to hang out while we'd rather be drinking beer. So for those people, it'd be nice to have an earlier parade.
I said, have fun at the parade. I'll see you at the tailgate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a choice. Everybody has that choice.
My wife's a rock star. So, yeah.
I went to Wooden Legs during the parade, and I didn't even bother to go out to the parade. And tonight I'm having a pub shandy. You can get your own down at Wooden Legs. They're a wonderful place to drink in downtown Brookings.
Why didn't you get a garage beer?
Well, because they sold out.
Garage time.
The night. Yeah, I know what you meant.
Oh, you probably said that on the A-Team.
Yeah, maybe we did.
I haven't watched it yet. But no, I didn't know if people knew that Garage Time's completely sold out.
It is, and unfortunately, that means no Garage Time for the Taco King.
I may have a few in my fridge still.
Yeah, we can help him out with that. I know he said he's going to try to make it to the marker game, so
there you go. They'll probably still be good by then.
I'd imagine so. I would imagine so.
Jesse says that so Reed did have a bracelet making station at the tailgate, and I made him one. We won't put on the air what his said, but if you guys want one similar to his, I can make one. I'll send you the picture. And
so I do want to shout out, because he did say the proceeds going to Alex's lemonade stand. I do want to shout out the Jack's backers. They're just down from us. They've got the shot ski, and they're also raising money for Alex's lemonade stand with that. So shout out to those guys. That's fantastic. We got still got a ways to go. Bauman and the USD crew's not screwing around, so we got a ways to go. But it is awesome to see just kind of everywhere across the tailgate that's starting to become a thing that people are doing to really, really work to put the numbers up for that, which is awesome.
For sure.
Brendan, did you get a chance to watch the A-Team yet?
I listened to most of it.
Did you catch what my cousin's friend did?
No.
He went around their tailgate hearing that Chase Mason's behind and went up to everybody and used your line.
Oh, yes.
Said,
yes,
I did hear that. Kids cancer, or are you against it? And if you're against it, then you need to donate money. And if not, well, then I guess you're for kids cancer. Raised $233. So,
which is phenomenal.
Shout out to Chris Braley.
Good effort.
Damien has a pretty good solution to your parade dilemma, Ben. You Damien says just enter a tailgating float in the parade, and you can do both at the same time. You just tailgate on the float.
We used to do that.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, of course Freddie Freeman does. God, I hate that guy.
You got to tell us what's going on. What are you talking about?
He just absolutely
launched one
missile to double down the right field line.
I thought it was man can.
He's already got a home run. It's a 1-0 game, and he's got the home run. And just Freddie Freeman always just kills us in the playoffs. Anyways,
dude's good at baseball. Right. But anyway, back to the Hobo Day game. After tailgating, the entry was really, really good. It was really fast. It
was quite a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I had an extra beer that I didn't even get to drink because I assumed it was going to take so long. But so that was good. And then a little sluggish game though. A little sluggish. I think obviously the biggest thing is the inconsistency. For me anyway. I think that it's not a talent problem. I don't think it's a scheme problem. And at this point, I don't think it's an experience problem. We're halfway through the season. I think it's a consistency problem. We just have to get more consistent. Because the bottom line is against a team like that at home, you can't be only up 14-3, like going into the fourth quarter, basically. It's just, you have to be winning more handily than that, considering how many times they gave us the ball in good positions. If a team's handing you the ball that much, you should be up more than 14-3 going into the fourth quarter. So that's my overall take. But what do you guys got? Or what do you got, Brendan?
I'll go Chad first. I'm going to cough.
Okay. I think that's a fair assessment. We need to, and we talked about it today in our group chat, but people need to realize we are judging it based on the standard, which is the championship standard.
For sure.
That's the level that we're holding everybody to. And personally, I think we should have scored in the opportunities that we had. And then, we had a missed field goal. Somebody was trying to say that was because of the wind early on, the first one. I guess maybe it took it to the left. I don't know. it looked good from where I sat, and then I watched it on the replay, and it was quite a ways left. So obviously we can't tell that from our seats.
It looked like neither of those field goals were struck well. And when it's windy, if you're not striking the ball well, it's really going to have an effect. Same with the golf. I mean, if you ever golfed in the wind and you hit a bad ball, it's going to look way worse. And so, I think he's struggling right now, and it'll be interesting to see what we do there. But outside of that, special teams looked really good. Outside of the blocked punt, I don't know what happened. That had to be a miscommunication deal, because that was, I mean, they were on top of him, and yeah.
The guy had a guy head up on him, and he just crashed in.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but I do love our punting outside of that, and the kickoffs and kickoff coverage has been incredible. So hit and miss on special teams, but overall good, I'd say. Felt like Chase looked good for part of the game, and then third quarter just kind of seemed to, I don't know if it was going into the wind or what was bothering him, but or they were getting a little pressure, which probably a little more pressure than he's been seeing, so that might have been bugging him a little bit. But Jim says that in the post-game presser, Chase mentioned that the wind was not that big of a factor, so must have been some timing issues on some routes and stuff. So got to get that cleaned up too.
Yeah, Dan talked about that tonight in his podcast and said, yeah, when you throw a 90-mile-an-hour ball, the wind doesn't seem to affect it much.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon.
Yeah, sorry for needing to have my phone on all the time because I'm on call 24/7, Rev. But overall, I agree. Like 14-3 is not what you want from a national title team against Northern Iowa. 100% agree. On the same token, it makes my guts turn a little bit for everyone to be, well, I judge them on I judge them on a championship level. Who the F are we? I get judging. I know that's literally what you said, is we're judging on which is fine, and I get it, and I agree. It just, and I'm not saying we shouldn't either. It just makes my stomach turn a little bit to be like, well, we judge them. Like, who the hell are we to judge? But you're right. I agree.
That's what we do.
It's just the terminology just I don't know. It just
it
just makes, I don't know. It feels, I don't know. Like, it just feels weird to me. But you're right. 14-3 is not what you need. The offense right now, here's the way I look at it is that performance going to beat NDSU? Because that's what it boils down to. Is it going to beat NDSU? Or are you going to win the marker game? No, not as it currently sits. Not from what I'm seeing. No. Now, on the same token, do we know, what they were trying to accomplish in that game, what their game plan was? Were they trying to work on things? We also don't know that. The offensive line absolutely has to improve. They just have to. You should bully that team, even if they're deep. And just to point out, only one team has scored more than 31 points on them. Wyoming scored 31 points on them, and they didn't get there until in the fourth quarter as well. But the offensive line sincerely has to improve. They do have a solid defense. If you ask, like Alex goes into his advanced stats, they have a pretty good defense. However, I'm going to do it against NDSU. It's just not. It's not good enough. The offensive line was not good enough. You have to own the line of scrimmage to win that game. Period. We need to get more depth in our running back room. When you just want to scream because and are like, oh God, we're doomed because Juice gets his knee banged up, that's not good. But we also got to remember that a lot of that depth got taken away. You can say that has to happen. Well, everybody behind Juice is a freshman, so
that's available.
You need those guys to step up, but just saying they need to step up, that isn't necessarily a realistic expectation. Sometimes you can't just say, well, this guy needs to really step up. Like, we've gone from 3 NFL level running backs in a row to you lose everybody. You bring in 2 guys, one who's really, really good and doing really good, and one passes away, and you lost your top 3 running backs from the previous roster. There's probably going to be depth issues there, whether we like it or not. And I think sometimes we lose a little bit of touch with that. Offensive line wise, and I agree with you, it's consistency. Like they're not it's not the whole line breaks down. It's this doesn't one guy doesn't do his job. Well, on a running play, one guy doesn't do his job. 7 or 8 yard running play turns into a 2 or a loss or a loss. That's just how that works. And particularly going into this week's game, that is you better be blowing holes open. You better run for days on this team. Murray State is giving up like 7 yards a carry. If you can't blow holes open and run with literally anybody, if I can't run for 4 yards a carry behind that line against Murray State, then we've got problems. But beyond that, I love what they've done to fix the short yardage issues by bringing in Goose and then bringing in Logan Green. I mean, they've been creative to solve that problem. I know we were saying for a while on here, hey, why not try the fullback if we don't have a short yardage guy? And they do, and then they double down on it by bringing in Logan Green as the lead blocker. And sometimes those guys get brought in to do that, and because they're unfamiliar with it, they're not really that great beyond just being a big body that's kind of running through the line, and backers can kind of get around him a little bit easy. He's finding bodies and blowing them up, and it's awesome. So anyways.
Yeah, I mean, short yardage definitely, I think Goose is our best option there. And I think we should continue to use him. Just that, straight ahead, quick dive. He's good for 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And that's what you need on 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1. So I hope we continue to expand his role. He's been great this year, both in lead blocking and carrying the ball. And I do feel like we need to get the Goose thing going. We've done this many times where we've had a perfect opportunity with somebody with an awesome name and we missed it. I don't want us to miss out on this one. So we need to start like shouting Goose when he carries the ball or something.
That's an excellent idea.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's the point. We missed out on that one. I'm not going to miss out on this one. But
I think we should run Goose with Logan Green lead blocking. Sounds like fun to me.
What'd be really fun is they run a Goose sneak, a Goose quarterback sneak we used to with Tucker Kraft. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Goose is loose.
The Goose is loose. I'm trying. I know I've been trying to shout Goose when he scores and stuff.
Good.
But we've got to.
We're gonna have to shout louder.
It's making it a stadium wide thing that's hard.
I'll get over it.
No, yeah. Rev's got a point. Rev's got a point. Yes, they would. No other color of the duck is quantified, so they could all be gray ducks. Nobody knows any different.
Rev says,
if you can tell automatically, what's the point, Brennan? I mean, a goose is so much bigger than a duck. You don't have to say which one's the goose. You knew before you touched them on the head anyway.
Rev asked,
your argument about color makes no sense too.
Minnesota call him gray duck. We've had this gray duck, duck, goose, duck, gray duck conversation a lot. But outside of that, I mean, the defense obviously played really good. The takeaways are awesome. Although, man, UNI was just like, please take the ball on a couple of those. They were just handing it to us on a platter.
Yeah.
I mean, their quarterback didn't lay down. He took a lick and kept on dicking.
Yeah, that was bold of him to do that.
I did find it funny, the people that were saying that it should have been, I don't know if they were serious, it should have been targeting on their quarterback. No, Chase laid into him. Chase was looking for contact there.
He was not the hitter. He was the hitty.
Yeah. But no, back to, I do need to refute Brendan a little bit, because what I'm saying is that, like, if it's 14-3 in that game and we've just been running a vanilla offense and, we're just working things out, great. But they had given us the ball like 4 times in good opportunities, and a lot of times we did nothing with them. And so that's what I'm saying, that like we can't be doing that. And that's not even a championship level comment. That's just a straight up like good football comment. Like, I mean,
it's a fact.
Yeah.
I do agree with you there. I don't know why. It just feels weird to me to say. I don't know why. Not like I said, you guys aren't wrong.
I mean, it doesn't have the same ring as the statement as the standard, like old Jimmy had, but
right.
It's the same concept. I mean, it's that, that's the type of football we're trying to play and that we want to see. And so I don't know. I think it's okay to have high expectations.
No, I
because
I knew when I said that was going to come off that way. And
when we didn't have those expectations, you were like, no, we should have championship level expectations.
I know. I know. It just, I don't know. It feels, I don't know. It just feels weird to me. And you're not wrong. You're right. We've won championships. That's the idea. And yeah, I don't know why it shouldn't. I shouldn't be that way. You're absolutely right.
You lived in Fargo for too long, probably.
Makes me a bit averse to some things. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He had to deal with that.
The pretentiousness of it a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't feel like we're pretentious about it.
No. Like I said, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But you also said, "Will that effort beat the Bison?" And said no, and that's what we mean by that.
Right.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
right. No, 100%.
I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna send it to Ariel. She's gonna use it all the time. You're right. You're absolutely right.
You're changing diapers. She's gonna be like, "That's not a championship effort, Brennan."
Mm-hmm. Right. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to defend myself in my personal life.
No, Rev, we're not turning into NDSU fans.
See, that makes me feel more vindicated when he says
he's just feeding into your baloney. Anyway, anything else on the Hobo game?
Crowd needs to work on being louder.
Jesse mentioned something about that.
If we're gonna hold the team to championship level, then hold ourselves to championship level. And I'm gonna be honest, it was not loud enough, not near good enough, and myself included. Like, to be honest, like, we used to be way rowdier on our end of the field, and it feels like we get really easily disengaged now where we are. So I think we need to relock in. And on the whole,
children around though.
Right. There's that. That's part of it. We got a bunch of kids we're chasing around now, but just in general, and there was a lot of commentary about that from like Gaskin's show and everybody else of like, well, why be loud for UNI, or why is Coach Jackson making a thing out of being a loud crowd? Well, it's just kind of the next step. It's the next step in the evolution, right? We've got big crowds. Now we've got to be big and loud crowds. Got to be that Montana State. We got to get into, that mode every game.
I mean, it can't,
even if it's not a big.
It can't only be a hostile environment when it's a big game.
Right. The team's won 39 straight home games now. I think they've earned the noise for them.
3.
It's in the 30s. It's well into the 30s. Yeah, maybe it's 33. But
it's 32, and then we won this one.
Yeah. So, God, the Brewers are going to lose 1-0. But I think that's the next.
That's why he's in a bad mood.
For us,
we're never recording during a Brewers playoff game again.
I'm probably focus better.
It's okay. This will be the last one this year. I mean, this year will be the last.
Jeez.
I'm just being rough. Yeah,
there's potential. I'm trying to think.
Next year they won't even make the playoffs. No worries.
Oh no, it's not making the playoffs. That's the problem. It's getting nobody wants to hear about the Brewers. Anyways,
that's I think all I have to say about that game. We'll move on from it.
I don't know if you even post McKennel's.
Ryan doesn't like your hat.
Ryan, this is the hat of division champions and teams that win against their rivals in the playoffs, my buddy.
That's brutal.
Gotta be like that, huh?
Ryan, if anybody's wondering, the Gronowskis are big Cubs fans, and we might have been talking some trash back and forth through that whole series.
They're also Bears fans, so
I know it's like we say they're really good people.
They are really good people.
We love you guys.
We love them all.
Love it. Jim corrected and said this week's game is 33 in a row. 33 home.
There we go. Attaboy. We knew Jim would come through for us.
Well, I put it up when Alex had said it, but that's okay.
Oh, good job, Alex.
Alex came through first. Sorry. I take
technically
it.
I did.
I said nothing nice about you.
Alex is in the lead for number one commenter tonight.
Number one commenter of the night. Alex Campbell. This feels rigged. He's already got a JS.
I feel like, it's like most sweepstakes. You can't win if you work for the company.
Oh, no, not in this game.
All right.
Internal prizes.
True. He was on the big show. Alex, don't inflate his ego.
Yeah, he's the big deal. We need to talk about other sponsors probably at some point here, right?
We should. While we do that, Chad, can you bring up the Missouri Valley standings? We haven't done that yet.
I can. Give me a hot second.
We're far enough into the season. It's time to show the Missouri Valley standings.
Brought to you by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill because we skipped them for wooden legs.
Yep, that's my fault.
Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. No, it was good time though. Even though you didn't specifically talk about the deliciousness of your beer.
I mean, it's a shandy. Shandies are always delicious, refreshing, and sweet, easy to drink. There you go. Get a pub shandy down at Wooden Legs.
There we go.
And you know what it'd go really well with? A Curter burger at Cup. Oh, man. I'm in the wrong place. Wow. I'm just excited about Curter burgers because I finally had one and it was really good. But it would go really well with a game day burger.
Right.
Where do you get those at?
Cubby Sports Bar and Grill, where our friends Hadrick Ranch are providing the beef for a jacked up game day burger that is available on game days on Saturdays, and I don't know if they're still doing it all week or if that was just a 1 week thing. But you can always get your Chislik, you can get your beer, fries, nachos. They've got phenomenal nachos, the Thai nachos, all that stuff down there. You want to go to Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. We got an away game this week. Head down to Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. It's the next best thing to being at a game. And if you can't make it to Murray, Kentucky, which who can, is get down to Cubby's, and it's probably a better environment than what Murray's going to have anyway. So maybe someone can rent a horse to walk around the bar every time the Jacks score a touchdown at Murray. Cubby's, that's frowned upon. I don't think they allow pets. But yeah, Cubby Sports Bar and Grill, roughly 30,000 TVs. That's an official estimate by my eyes. Get down there and catch all the Jackrabbit action. They've got everything. So there you go.
Oh man,
Chad's got the Missouri Valley standings up. Oh yeah, by the way, Adam, Brendan is not the problem with spreadsheets. It's Alex. Do not let Alex touch.
Aren't engineers supposed to be good at spreadsheets?
Wait, who's putting the spreadsheet struggles on me?
Adam Harms said, "Jim, don't let Brendan touch your spreadsheet."
Adam, listen here, sir.
Anyway,
I'm not disrespecting the Zach McKinnell says, "Don't disrespect the horse." Brendan is the coolest mascot in FCS. It is, but the amount of times they've ruined me when I've tried to pick them to cover ever, I think that thing should be turned into glue when they get a new horse.
All right, James. James Singleton says engineers aren't good at anything outside of engineering.
But isn't he like
that's not true.
Computer engineer, software engineer? Anyway.
Oh well, if it's self-deprecating, then I'll allow it. All right, Missouri Valley standings. We have NDSU at the top, 3-0 in the Missouri Valley. SDSU and UND both 2-0. And then I'm not sure what the rest is. We'll have to wait for. There we go.
Sorry, I was trying to get through the comments. I can only do so many things at once.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Ben gets mad if you don't hold on to the comments too.
Watch me on Wednesday nights.
I can lurk in the background. I just haven't been. I mean, I've been on the.
No, you do too much already, Chad. USD is 2-1. Illinois State and Southern Illinois 1-1. I met. Speaking of Southern Illinois, Isaiah Johnson's brother or some relative of some sort. I don't remember. Played at Southern Illinois with Stone in that era.
Is that true?
He was at the game, and I met him in the beer line. And his name escapes me because I'm terrible with names. But he told me that he was there for Isaiah Johnson and that he played at Southern Illinois with Stone. So that was cool. But anyway, Youngstown State, Indiana State, UNI, all 0-2 in the Valley. And Murray State's probably down there too, I'm guessing. There they are.
Yep, they sure are.
Perfect.
Problem is I have to get from one screen to the other to do comments and have that up like that. Anyway.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Well, okay, so
we're not.
Yeah. I bet if SDSU loses,
Zach McKinnell says SIU, SDSU would have been such a good game. I'm upset not to see it. And I said, we're not.
Dallas says one time that he has to watch it on YouTube because he doesn't know what we're talking about on the podcast version. Then all
fair.
I mean, it's true.
It's fair. We get like 300 listens at least.
We do have to do. We get more listens than watches, so we should probably read the comments.
True. You're right. Yeah, man. Well, we're pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been a great game. I'm curious. I don't know. We'll see. I got a feeling that that'll be a playoff matchup some way, somehow.
Yeah, it will be.
Likely, since they don't face in the regular season, it's definitely a potential playoff matchup. Well, moving on to this week's game against Murray State. Murray State, a team that has scored a bunch of points, but against teams that not sure how good their defenses are. They have scored. Let's see, what was it? 24 against Illinois State, 32 against Illinois State, 24 against USD. So they're putting up points against Missouri Valley foes, but they're giving up a lot of points. They give up an average of 45 points per game. And so, we talk about needing to basically bury teams like UNI, like Murray State, especially when they're giving up 45 points per game. I am really looking forward to seeing what the offense does in this one. It's kind of piggyback off some
vanilla.
What's that?
I said I hope it's completely vanilla.
Well, and so yeah, we talked about it a little bit, and it's hard to tell how much of especially in a game like we had against UNI and in a game like we have upcoming against Murray State and some of the other games that we had this year, how much of it is you're not rolling out your top plays or your
a film.
Yeah, you're keeping some stuff in the tank, and you may be trying some things, maybe putting some guys in some positions they're not used to. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be going on, so it's hard for us to completely judge. But it is what we do on here. We make judgments based on little to no information, and we're damn good at it.
Well, I will say this too. Here's something I will posit to you. Is there a potential that this team has a problem with playing down to its competition?
I said that in the last game.
Yeah.
You look at how they've won against the top 5 team on the road in one of the toughest environments in FCS, right? I wonder if that is something that as a newish team, they've got to learn, right, and learn how to handle coming out of the gate a little bit too, because for everybody loves to say, make second half adjustments about coaching staffs, teams, whatever. They sure play a lot better in the second half. Right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like for all the gripes we have about the offense when it's not performing, it sure seems like they can turn it on when they want to. And so,
right.
Your point of playing to the competition, maybe I don't know what you call that, but not necessarily giving it everything on every rep against the lesser competition, which it's if that means they have more left in the tank against NDSU and in the playoffs, then so be it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're still winning by 28. And so
right.
they can, if they show that they've shown that they can turn it on when they need to, and that's really all that matters.
Not to beat a dead horse, pun intended, but when you have 5 turnovers, maybe you should beat somebody by more than 28.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, okay. Yes.
I hear a but there.
28's a lot of points to win a game by. Like, we do take that for granted sometimes, just because we do it all the time. Like, 28 points is a healthy margin to win by. But that being said, yes, against a team like UNI, probably should have been able to have the starters out of there. But what I was going to say, I think that's the most frustrating part of the offense that has everybody frustrated and like, why this needs to click better is, my neighbor came to the game. He used to coach for University of Sioux Falls. And he's like, this team drives me nuts because they don't just come out and destroy people. And they're good enough to do that. Like, I think everybody knows the talent is that you can see the skill and the talent is there across the board, whether it's O-line or whatnot. And partially we're just used to the last 3 years. That's what teams have done. This isn't a rant. Would you relax with that? We're so excited for Brett. I'm not ranting.
We have a sponsor for it.
We do have a sponsor for it, but Jesus. That's this team is capable of just coming out and destroying teams, and it doesn't happen quite as often. Yes, Ron, I have the game on. I know what the score is. It is 2-0 Dodgers. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. We know what the team's capable of. We haven't seen them hit it yet, which on one hand is frustrating, especially when you're playing lesser teams like a UNI or you struggle on the road at Youngstown State. But on the flip side, I see that super positive, like how much better this team can get with what they've accomplished. Oh my God. Dustin said we need some soft Brendan rant background music, and so we put that up.
You're welcome.
That's my story. I think that's what's so frustrating about this team is they are that good. They are capable of being that good, but they haven't hit it that way.
Corey. Yes, Corey. I think if you paid more money, I think Brendan would up his rants. So it's worth a shot anyway.
At least
I feel like I've been delivering. I feel like I've been delivering on rants pretty well this year.
Yeah,
it's been pretty solid.
This is a weekly thing, Brendan. You can't take weeks off.
That's not true. That was
this man paid good money.
I didn't negotiate this deal.
Dance monkey.
I just got told, hey, Brendan, there's a sponsorship for your rant. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Frazee.
Back to Murray State.
We got Frazee commenting?
We got Frazee fans being
calling us NDSU fans. He's trying to push Brendan's buttons now.
All right.
Somebody must have sent him. He must have been talking to the Taco King, and he's like, "Hey, get on there and say this."
Just it can be razzing us and be true. Both things can be true.
Matt says Matt Frazee says fans being frustrated with an undefeated 6-0 while decimating most teams and having a top 3 FCS win on the road with a top 15 offense and defense is true peak NDSU fandom. I disagree. I don't know.
He's not wrong. He's truly. If we'd have said this 4 years ago.
Yeah, except for we don't have the arrogance card quite yet. Sorry, it's true. Not that Matt's that way, because Matt's not that way.
I'm just as critical now as I was when we were barely making the playoffs. So,
okay,
it's consistency.
On Murray State, their defense is not good across the board. They're giving up 6.32 yards per carry, 282 rushing yards per game. They're last in the conference in pass efficiency. They're giving up almost 70% completions for 1,414 yards. Well, that's fun. Or 235 yards a game. They're just struggling defensively mightily. The boys should be able to work some kinks out. You should be able to see some people. You know what hasn't been brought up in this? I've picked us to cover twice.
You brought it up at the game.
That could be our problem. That could be our problem. We did cover, by the way.
I say we did cover.
But nobody's ever happy with the games when I pick us to cover. It always goes bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should be able to score points without an issue. I'll be interested to see how their offense does against our defense. I think they're going to struggle a little more against us than they did against USD and Illinois State. Yeah, Jesse says, don't care if they win by 7 or 47, just stay healthy. I will be very concerned if we only beat Murray State by 7, for what it's worth. But yeah, staying healthy is a huge key to this game. It's sad to say, but it's like it feels like almost like an out of conference game, like where you're playing almost like a Pioneer League team or something. But that's just how Murray State is this year, and it stinks because I want the Valley to be better, but they're just not a good team this year. So we should take care of business. I'm guessing the spread, I haven't checked it yet, but I'm guessing it's fairly large. Somebody will comment before me because I don't know how you guys look this stuff up so fast I even have the tab open and you're going to find it before me.
I wasn't paying attention to even what you were saying. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, that's par for the course.
I've been mostly paying attention this year.
I said I don't know what the spread is.
Oh, the spread.
It's 32.
No idea.
Thank you, Jesse. I knew he'd beat me. Yeah. 32 is what we're...
So just looking at the spreadsheet, not to bring scared money into the show too much, you didn't put down anybody's picks for the SDSU game.
Well, yeah, sometimes that happens, and then I listen between now and Wednesday, and I get it taken care of.
Trying to see how many picks I gained on Alex, man.
Get out of there.
I can't even edit it. I'm just looking at it.
Good. I'm going to keep it that way.
No wonder he doesn't mess it up. He's not allowed to edit it.
Yeah, I don't know why I gave Alex editing permission.
I don't want to edit it. I want nothing. I just check it because I have already caught myself getting screwed twice this year.
The things at the bottom are called tabs, Brendan.
We've covered this. Yeah, I've got her. I got her nailed.
Somebody else pointed it out.
Now I got her nailed.
It's funny.
Matt, we'll get your take next week.
Yeah, are we
on the SDSU NDSU game?
Yes, yeah, we'll have Matt. Per tradition, gotta have Matt Frazee on.
Gotta have Matt Frazee on. I feel like half this podcast is talking about the next podcast.
True.
That's what's good about our podcast. You have to listen to them all. They're like a series.
Yeah.
I am excited to see Murray State's little bowling ball of a running back, even if they aren't doing anything on the ground. That kid was impressive, a physical specimen to behold at media days. They are, however, only averaging 3.2 yards per carry. Interestingly enough, if you look at our that's in-conference stats. No, that's all games. Yeah, interestingly enough, yard per carry, we are the third worst in the Valley for rushing right now. Yards per carry at 4.04. State, Indiana State, Youngstown State, North Dakota, South Dakota, Southern Illinois, and NDSU.
That is concerning. I would agree. But hey, we're just a team playing football. No expectations here.
I make one comment.
I hope the team doesn't have expectations. They might be arrogant then too.
God, you guys are sensitive.
Well, we're the most sensitive fan base in all of football. Just ask a couple media types anyway.
This is not going better. This is not getting better.
Matt's in the comments quoting Sleep Token, which I love.
There it is. Well, are you going to read? Okay, read it. Read the comment.
Matt says, Ben, for the market result. Hey, he says, I'll be too young to get bitter over it, probably too old to retaliate like before, and too blessed to be called ungrateful. So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. Anyway, I think that's probably all we got on this game, eh?
Boy.
We do have to talk about Northwestern Mutual a little bit more, I suppose.
Believe so.
Should do that.
Go ahead and should I share the standings here so we
can
let's
see do that.
See where we're at.
Yeah, you got them pulled up. Yeah,
I got them pulled up. I'm gonna forego seeing the ending of the Brewers game for it. But as of right now, I'll zoom it in just a smidgen so everybody can see a little bit better. Right now, the total amount raised is $26,613. Aiden Bauman is at $13,171. We are at $6,594. Now, keep in mind, there are bonuses built into that you get from Northwestern Mutual for the amount that is raised as you go. If I remember, it's every $5,000 or $10,000 you get $1,000. So
I think the first one's $5,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So. We hit that 10 grand mark and we're really at 11 instead.
I like how Alex's crotch is just covering Aiden Bauman's toe. I looked for his total.
We'll just do this.
No,
here.
Thank you.
It was fun.
Fun to find out.
My uncle, who I think normally listens to audio, but he must have popped up the video and he goes, good podcast. What's the naked guy doing in the top right corner?
Well, there's a lot of context. Again, we're like a series. You got to watch them all.
That's right. Yeah, we'll sell you a calendar with that on it. As of right now, Aiden Bauman is in first with $13,171, and then Chase is at $6,594. I have a lot of faith in being able to catch up here, but just for that's you get 1,000 for the FCS incentive once you hit the deal there. As we always say, the Lemon Top Challenge, look, $240 right there donated.
That's
to
Jimmy's work right there.
Yeah, donated to donated to Chase's cause, Chase the Cure. Go ahead and do the do that Lemon Top Challenge, guys. If you can't afford to, or even if you can't afford to donate money, just do it anyways. Who cares? It's a picture of lemon on your head and a couple hashtags. It's not that hard. It's worth it for $10 to go towards this. It's not that bad. But Chris Schenkel, the man, the myth, the legend from Northwestern Mutual, who is our great sponsor for this podcast. They donated $2,124 from the gold game that they did with the soccer program that Matt had the coaches and players on for. So that's really cool that they donated. I believe it was $1 a piece for $1 or something for every person in attendance. So they put that under there, which is great. So this is starting. And look in chat. That's why Chad had the funny face. But you can also stop at the Dollars to Donate Donuts tailgate. They've got the donuts stand with the Flyboy donuts there at the tailgate in the backyard as well. But yeah, there's all sorts of different ways to help out, donate, everything else. So it's a great cause, great place to get in, great thing to get into. Shout out to Chris Schenkel and Northwestern Mutual. If you do need help with covering your oh my Lord. All right.
Financial
this is
situation.
Financial situation. Then get hooked up with Northwestern Mutual. They'll get you on the right path. Sorry. SDSU former player Blake Trinan has just come into the game because the Brewers scored a run. There's a runner on first. Trinan. Is that how you say it? Did I say it wrong?
Trinan?
Blake Trinan.
EI, isn't it?
Just because it's spelled that way doesn't mean it's pronounced that way. It's
Trinan,
a last
actually.
name.
Is it?
I don't know.
So, anyways, former Jackrabbit coming on to close the game for the Dodgers because I am unable to cheer for my team in the playoffs without facing an SDSU reliever because Caleb Thielbar was playing for the Cubs and he destroyed us. So now I get to be torn. He's facing Willie Contreras. So Jackrabbit in the game to close the game out with a 1-run lead.
Perfect.
So,
well, let's end it and we'll let Brendan go watch that in peace so he can cry. After
Are we going to get done before an hour? That's like against the law.
No, I think it's okay. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Jim says it. He's ready. As Jim says, as we always say, go big, go blue, go Jack.